bet you're wondering, why am I cleaning up this room and what am I doing? Well, stay tuned until the end of this vlog to see why. It's a big surprise, so watch out. Stay tuned. We are back. I'm back to the farm. After 2 weeks of being gone, it's finally good to be back. As you can see here, this is a hat from our time away. Actually, this is Josiah's hat. It's an Amish hat. We still have some unpacking to do, and I don't know where my normal farm hat is, so we'll have to continue to unpack and find it. But really curious how things held up while we were gone. Let's go check out the farm, see how things held up. This right here is our supplemental garden. Our primary garden is right directly behind the camera here. But right here is our supplemental garden where I used to grow things like peppers, eggplant, and eggplant is right here. Let's check out how it's just packed with eggplant. We definitely have a lot of eggplant here. Look forward to the harvest. It's all over the place, which is fantastic. We also have peppers. These peppers have been doing fairly well. This one's a little yellow, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. It blew over a little bit. But other than that, we have a lot of peppers right here behind me. And we also have marigolds, which have been doing very well for us. And some carrots that we started a little bit before we actually left. Also, there's a second section to the supplemental garden, and it has some other things growing. Let's check it out. So right here we have arugula and we have radishes. And it's super exciting to come back and see things ready to be harvested, ready to be eaten. Very pumped up about that. Didn't do any work while I was gone here at the farm, but you come back and you have things that are just ready for you. Man, super exciting. And this is the second half of the second portion of our supplemental garden. And here I have it covered, not growing anything here where the tarp is, just smothering out the unwanted plants to weeds, so that way I can be ready to put in a plant here pretty soon, put in a crop here pretty soon. But right here are loofahs. And if you don't know what loofahs are, let me show you. And these are loofahs. And they could be pretty big. And we have a bunch of them growing. There's one down there. Oh! And I actually see a watermelon on the other side. Some nice, that's a nice bonus. And that loofah right there is pretty big. Oh, and there's a few more loofahs. In a future vlog, we'll show you how to use loofahs. And as you probably heard behind me, as I was talking about the supplemental garden there, you heard quacks. And here are our ducks. And they seem to be doing fairly well, actually really well. We had them on fresh grass before we left, so they pretty much have eaten that up, so I'll have to put them on new grass again. But other than that, they're doing well. They're just a bunch of quacks that are quacking. Maybe I'm the quack. But have some more eggs to gather. While we were gone, I used large feeders that are big automatic feeders, which I'll show you in just a second. That kept them fed while we were gone. I did, since we were gone so long, I did have a friend of ours come and check on them from time to time. And there actually was a problem with the water, so she was able to resolve that. Here's our automatic feeder. It's basically a large garbage can, and put holes in it at the bottom so the feed comes out for them, and it just automatically feeds them. So fill this thing up before we left with food, and it provides them with all the food that they need, and they can get it whenever they want it. Right over here is where we keep our pal Chewy. Chewy is one of our dogs, one of our Australian Shepherds that we use to watch over our animals. He's fenced in here, but he does a great job of just discouraging predators from coming into the garden. Actually, deer go in the garden, so the dog keeps the deer out of the garden. And he also is an intimidation factor for keeping predators from coming towards the ducks, but they're in electrified fencing, but he just adds that extra factor of intimidation. And if they get by him, they're gonna get shocked by the fence. And just like we have automatic feeders for the ducks, we also have it for the dogs too. Hey buddy, hey buddy. And the food comes right out there, right at the bottom. And as we head up the hill, away from the pond, away from the ducks, away from some of the dogs, we have our primary garden here. And as you can see at the top of the hill there, we have our chicken tractor, Justin Rose inspired chicken tractor. I'm gonna show you just a little glimpse of the primary garden. Then we'll head up and check on our chickens. Okay, right here directly behind me is our primary garden. This is just the middle section of the primary garden. And for those of you who are new to our channel, these beds run 100 feet long. And each bed in the sections are 30 inches wide. Right here is some lettuce that we actually harvested before we left, and it actually has gone to seed since we have been gone. So we'll basically pull that crop residue out, and in the next day or two, we're gonna pull that out, broadfork it, and we got a new tool that I'm gonna be sharing with you and we'll be using. But after that, we'll put in a new crop after that. And here is our shade cloth, and under the shade cloth, we have kale, we have scallions in this one section, and in the other section, we have about 50 feet of salad mix, lettuce, Muir lettuce, red salad bowl lettuce that we're gonna be harvesting if it's ready. Let's check it out. First I need to pull this shade cloth off so that way you can see it better, because I've had the shade cloth on while I put transplants in these beds, and the shade cloth really helps during times of heat to really keep that heat down so those transplants can really get adapted to the area that they're in. So we're gonna pull that off because you only wanna keep it on there for about 7 days, a week or so. It's actually been on longer than that, so it really needs to come off. So I'm gonna take that off. Hold on one second. So this is pretty exciting to see. Come back here and see all this. I can't help but be so excited. I want to thank my friends, our friends at Blue Fig Farm, Cindy and Patrick, for coming and checking on our produce, our farm, and help keep things going for us while we were gone, because they're a big reason why I'm able to come back and see the things that we have here. There were a few things that they did on a regular basis that really helped us out big time. So thank you guys very much. But in this bed, I actually forgot, I have 4-season lettuce, I have green salad bowl lettuce, I have the Muir that I just told you about, and I also have some red salad bowl lettuce. And in this bed right here, we have kale and scallions that I was telling you about as well. There's some spots that didn't fully transplant, the transplants didn't survive, so we'll actually have to replace those. But overall, other than just needing to pull out some of the unwanted plants, things look very good here too, so I'm super excited. And I know you may be wondering, what is all that right there? Yeah, in different parts of the garden we put out tarps, so that way it will basically get rid of some of the unwanted plants that we have. We want to gradually create stale seed beds, and what a stale seed bed is beds that don't have a lot of weed seeds in them. It's stale, so that way when you put in your crop, you don't have to worry about having to fight the weeds so much. But that's mostly it for right now. We have just a few things growing here and there. We have some squash, but that's all I wanted to show you in the primary garden. But overall, as I'm looking around the farm, I'm seeing a lot of the grass needs to be cut. There's just a lot of things that need to be done since we've been gone for 2 weeks. And really, with me being gone in California, it's almost like I've been technically gone almost a month. But I'm excited and look forward to having a good week and getting things done. But let's go check out the chickens too. And here are our chickens, and they are doing pretty well too. I only got one call from Cindy saying that we actually lost one, and our flock is older, so it's not unexpected to lose one. It was in not the best health, so Cindy gave me the update on that. And as you may remember from those of you who were watching our vlog on a regular basis, a few months ago we lost a couple to some health issues as well. But these are older birds, so I am not surprised by that. And we actually plan to bring in a completely new flock, raise a new flock here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that too. But they're set up on an automatic feeder, similar to the ducks. The ducks, I forgot to mention earlier, but they're set up on an automatic water as well. The chickens, we didn't do that with this time, just because the chickens don't require as much water as the ducks do. So we just filled up these big pans here with water, and it was sufficient enough for the chickens. Alrighty. Even though I mentioned a number of good things that are going on here, overall I feel like my farm is out of shape. So we are going to whip this farm into shape. Grass needs to be cut, weeds are grown tall. Caterpillar tunnel, since we had the hurricane back a few weeks ago, we took the plastic off. That needs to come back on so we can have it ready and start getting ready for the cooler temperatures, which are going to be coming soon. And we got to get this farm, we got to put some crops out here, get them ready for late fall and winter. I also plan to set up a large caterpillar tunnel to continue to raise crops out in the main field for the colder months. So we got to do that. There's just a number of things we need to do. So I need to get to work. Well, I just told you that the farm is pretty much out of shape. And there's a lot of things that need to be done. And I need to mow the grass. I would love to use our normal lawn tractor. However, that is on the list of another thing that needs to be done. But the grass needs to be mowed today. This thing needs repaired, so I'm just gonna have to use our push mower and just get some farm fit in at the same time. Here we go. Okay, as I was cutting the grass, Lacie and the kids and the surprise that I told you about just arrived. Actually, it's a number of surprises, so I know you want to see it. Here we go. Hey, good morning, paisano. How we doing?
Hi.
People are wondering about the surprise. I told them we have a surprise that we're going to show them, and I told them I just warned them it's going to be a number of surprises. Yeah. You think they'll be excited to see that?
Yeah.
What do you think, Micah? Whoa. So Lacie here is going to reveal what the surprises are.
Here we go.
All right, are you ready for it? Here they are. So Selah, what are these?
They're Australian Shepherds from Patsy.
They sure are.
And
There's 6 puppies there.
Yep. And this one's my best buddy. And this one's my best buddy too.
So, the area that you saw me clean up, that is where the puppies are going to be going to stay as they grow and develop and mature and eventually move on. Look at there. You like the puppy, Selah?
Yep. Make sure you stay tuned for our adventures with the puppies.
Also, our next video will be about one of the rarest chickens in the world. And we saw a few of them at Baker Creek. Stay tuned.
Thanks for watching.
Feel free to leave a comment below, even if it's just to say, hey. Also, make sure you don't miss any of our new videos. So, subscribe and sign up to receive notifications each time we release a new video. Also, you may want to check out these videos right here, and also check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you next time.